Dennis Shook said, please hit like and share. These guys put in so much work to do these shows, especially Choctaws. Appreciate you, Dennis. Thank you, man. Yeah, if y'all would just take a quick second, hit that like button for us. We appreciate it. Channel's growing like crazy, but I know
comments too. Love the comments that we get.
Yep. The numbers are showing that we've got new viewers every single episode. It's just not everyone is liking and subscribing. But again, we appreciate y'all. I don't want to heckle it too much. I try not to mention it, but I appreciate everybody in the chat being aware of it. You guys and gals are awesome, man. Yeah, that obviously that 20-yard run would lead to later in the drive. Now we're third quarter, 21 seconds left. This is a 1st and 10 play at Jacksonville's 38-yard line. And this is the Josh Jacobs 38-yard touchdown run. Jacksonville is leading 17-13 at this moment. Me and Tim had some fun with this one last night. Holy cow. So here is the play call. We have 11 gun, bunch nasty X, strong right T weak, F cheat the dubs, 24 power G. You take a second, try to figure out what the hell all that means, to be honest with you. So bunch nasty X, real simple. Everybody's nasty splits inside the numbers, including the X over here. Sometimes you'll just go with that bunch nasty and the X will be out here, right? Well, when you say bunch nasty X, all right, the X is actually inside the numbers. It's a really, really cool set there, especially when you got receivers that are willing to block. What I love about this, if I remember correctly, Christian Watson bypasses the corner and gets out here and digs out this safety, and he ends up all the way down here at the next level with Josh Jacobs. But again, strong right T weak, you know what that is. F cheat to dubs. So what we're going to do is take the flyer in this position, or in this play right here, which I think is actually, this is what's so cool, guys. Remember, it was all Jaden Reed playing flyer. Now you got Bo Melton playing some flyer. It's huge. So he's going to go to a dub set. That's now going to make it 2x2. All right. So as the ball snap, what we're going to do is 24 power G. Okay. So with 24, it's really, really strange because the guard is going to pull, right? As you can see right here, see the guard pulling, but the play is designed to you're going left, but the actual gap with the zone blocking scheme is you're going to notice these guys are blocking. Everybody's blocking in this direction, in this direction. He's actually going to end up in the 4 hole, which is obviously in between the guard and tackle on the right side of the line, but they're all going to end up over here when it's all said and done. Right? So it was designed there, and watch him just cut this thing back. So the play call was designed to be 24 power G. And when you look at the way Josh Jacobs cuts on this, he sees it's not there. The defense played it absolutely perfect. Guards pulling. It's designed to go, again, this gap right here, right? But there's nothing there. Puts his foot in the ground. I'm not missing that, am I, Emilio? That's not a misdirection play. That's just him cutting that thing back, right?
Yep, exactly. Going against the grain. But what was key was that safety, the number 5 again. They've been putting him in binds all game long. You bring him down, and then you have the threat of Malik running right there. When the dude broke down and shuffled his feet, it was over. I mean, because Malik could have kept that. That could have been his rushing touchdown, right? Because it would have opened right up for him on that side too. If that guy crashes and crushes Josh Jacobs, you pull that, you got a hat on a hat, and the only guy you're worried about is that deep safety on the 25.
You know what's crazy is we need to tack 2 things onto this along with the 24 power G. This is an RPO, I just noticed. You see it, Emilio? Ball in the belly. He can swing it out here to Bo if he wants to.
And Bo's looking for it too. He's looking for it.
Notice the linemen are staying behind the line of scrimmage there, not too far down to get called for an eligible downfield. Yeah, that was an RPO attached to a 24 power G. That's
almost an RPR too. Almost a run pass run, especially with Malik.
If this guy right here crashes in, Malik's pulling that ball and he is off to the races. That's what's going to happen.
With 2 blockers. Yep.
I wouldn't mind having Bowley block for me. I'd take that.
He plays this perfect, right? Yep. And again, if you fire this ball out here, right? If you fire it out there, you're probably got a big gainer, but 22 could hit you and you just no gain, right?
Right.
But instead, you get the ball in the hands when the game's on the line, think play or not play. Josh Jacobs, your best player on the field yesterday. That jump cut, Cheezel.
Can you go back? I just picked up something else here. If you go back to right when he makes this jump cut, watch Scoot here.
Oh yeah.
Right now, watch him as right here. Easy opportunity to touch this guy and get a block in the back or a hold call. Mm-hmm. Great job by Scoot to just go to the next level and occupy the next blocker.
Yeah, he's going to go out here and dig this safety out. Look.
It's like he knows Josh can beat him. He's like, he'll shake him. Let me get this next guy.
This is the best. Look at 51 right here, boys. Somebody come look at this. Somebody come look at this. Let's go slow. Let's go 25%. Watch 51. This poor guy right here. Look at this poor bastard. Oh no!
You see him playing the ball. He's trying to rip that ball out.
And he's going for that hip drop, Tim. Josh was having absolutely none of it.
Nope, ain't happening.
And Bo didn't quit on the play. It looked like he did, right? He's trotting at the end of his little flat wheel there, gets looped around and just gets on the other side of that corner, man. Holds him off and beautiful.
Yeah. This is the perfect angle, Emilio. You haven't seen this yet?
No.
Watch this. Watch the dirt kick up from the cut that Josh Jacobs makes on this first guy he makes miss, man. This is so sick. Not here, right here. Watch.
Oh, the toe drag.
This is my favorite right here. Look at 51. That's not a good one. This right here. Somebody needs to put that on a poster for us. Okay? That's never want to be that guy. All right. Do not be this guy.
That's when you go down the water slide in the tube, right? But then you somehow end up off the tube by the time you get to the bottom of it.
This is typically, if you spend more than an hour and a half in lot 1 at Lambeau, you end up like this. I promise you.
So true.
Don't even make it inside for the game. But and then this right here, just turning on the Jets. Christian Watson doing a great job. Just wall them off. Don't get called for a hold, right? Absolutely awesome job, man. Again, that was a 38-yard run by Josh Jacobs. One thing we're going to do, we get the bye week coming up after the Lions game. I was thinking, how can we create some content for the bye week? So for the bye week, what we're going to do, Chalk Talk that week, we're going to create first half of the year plays of the year. So we'll do a Chalk Talk episode of all the best plays so far. I think that'd be a lot of fun. So,
nice.
Again, that was a 38-yard run there with 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Obviously, Jacksonville was leading 17-13, so that gave the Packers the lead. Next play here, fourth quarter, 14:55 left, 3rd and 7 from their own 14-yard line. Green Bay is leading 20-17. Jacksonville ball, and this is the Edgerrin Cooper forced fumble and the Devontae Wyatt recovery. This was a lot of fun. So the play call is nickel 4-2-5, fire zone, 91 drop, will fire, cover 6 match. It looked like the mock on the 3, and then you've got 4 up top. So essentially with the cover 6, this is going to be cover 4 up here. Actually, it's not him. It's him, right? So you got quarters up top, and this is just going to be deep half right here, all right? Now, when we talk about the will fire, all right, so where is the weak side of the formation? There's your strong side, okay? So your will fire is going to be here, I would imagine, all right? So he's going to end up blitzing. 91 is going to drop out, which is Preston. He's going to drop out here underneath. And then with cover 6 match, I think the mock on the 3, it almost turns into like a Tampa. So I'm pretty sure the mock's here. So when the number 3 goes out, he's going to turn it into like a match play where he's just covering in man coverage. I hope I ain't got these mixed up. I'm pretty sure that's what it played out to be, though. And again, so what you got with cover 6 is this side of the field is cover 4, this side is cover 2, and it's zone defense with a little match principle underneath. What I'm noticing with Hafley, last year you had match across the board with Joe Barry's defense. It seems like with Coach Half, what you've got is sometimes it's just the mock or the will that's playing match, which is really interesting. Everyone else playing a traditional zone, and that guy has match principles, so it's really cool. Obviously, that's by default with Tampa too. When that number 2 or that number 3, when the number 2 wide receiver or the number 3, whether it's a tight end or another wide receiver, goes vert, that becomes Tampa 2. But I don't know. It's just something about these cover 6 calls that Hafley has added in a match principle with the backer. But let's see which one actually drops. I think I got that right. I think it's going to be the mock on that strong side of the formation. Yeah. So you see he drops out. Now watch. He's going to lock onto the 2. So it's not the 3. It's actually the 2. Turns into the 3 after the switch release there. But what we mean by switch is this guy started on the inside, and by the end of the route, he's going to be outside, and this guy's inside of him, basically. But notice how Eric Wilson you see what I'm saying? It's almost like once he breaks that 7-yard threshold, he's just going with that guy, right? That's what's happening.
Yeah.
So, and again, we're not even focused on the fumble. Take your eye off the ball. We're trying to understand what was the defense call, right? It's easy to go, oh, man, great strip sack. We're going to see that here in just a second. But I just wanted to explain. Again, you've seen Preston Smith there, 90. When we say 91 drop, I'm just attaching the numbers in a quick way, a quick reference of letting y'all know with a fire zone blitz, you're blitzing one, dropping another. right? In this case, the one dropping is number 91. It's going to be Preston Smith. So you'll see him fire out. Now what you're seeing in the middle is this kind of twist concept. The defensive lineman is going to help try to keep the backer clean, and then Edgerrin Cooper is going to come around, obviously force the fumble. Now you can key in on it. Look at him fire. And right there, it looked like he got lucky. Wait till you see this end zone cam. Like, he punches this ball out. It's a phenomenal job getting the ball out.
Can we go back pre-snap one more time before we go to the box scan?
Yeah. See here.
So if you look at the bottom of your screen, watch Preston and watch X and Eric Stokes. They're going to take away this entire side of the field here.
Yep.
Lawrence has no right here. Freeze it. So it looks like Preston's covering grass right now, but he's not. He's covering that leak on the underneath there. You'll see right here. There's that leak, number 4, and then you've got X, who's basically got the receiver pinned between a corner and himself. So you got 2 guys hat on a hat, like you talk about all the time, and you got Stokes over the top. So Trevor Lawrence had he probably glanced at that right side of the field for a second.
Yeah.
And then realized it wasn't there. I mean, that's everything on this play. You talk about coverage sack. That's what we're looking at.
Yeah. I'll show you something. Go ahead, man.
Clay.
No, you're good. You go, Bo.
I was just saying, and he gets them into hook curls, not flats. So he's getting them deeper. Let Trevor Lawrence beat you with the quick game. He's got to open. I mean, right? You said Tim Preston's covering that fly out and that flat. He's got him earlier before he decides to run. He just didn't take it.
Yep.
He's got the flat right now. Get rid of it.
There.
He's got, he's got 6-7 yards. He didn't take it. That benefits us, but it's because we had, curl flats and back, good coverage, from the secondary.
Absolutely. Which allows Cooper and Devontae Wyatt the time to do what they
right.
need.
Yeah. If you're not going to take the easy dump off, all right, fine. Give us 3 seconds, 4 seconds to come after you.
And that's by design too, because if he takes that dump off, Smith and McKinney are going to come up and wrap up probably, and you're still short of the sticks here.
Yep, definitely. And it's a great point too, Emilio, because that depth that Preston's keeping, that's what's preventing him hammering that dig early there.
Yep.
Right now, he's got to get out of the. Now, something else I want you to key in on. We're spending a lot of time on this play. I love it too. Nick Saban 101. When you're playing cover 6 or a cover 4 defense, we say triangle and box, right? What that means is you always stay one hat ahead. Always stay +1. Check this out. See these 2 receivers over here going deep on this side of the field? You're going to create 2 = 3 on defense, right? 2 = triangle, 3 = box. Watch what happens here. 2 deep. What do you got right here, boys? Look at that perfectly formed triangle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That is Nick Saban 101. You've got them triangled in. That is how God, that's freaking textbook, man. Look at this. That is what Nick Saban calls triangle. All right. Absolutely huge, man. You kind of got it here too, to be honest with you, but it's just one defender. They got to go in the flat there, but great job. Now let's get to the fun part here with Edgerrin Cooper just absolutely wreaking havoc and Devontae Wyatt throwing the hip check. God, it's great, man. All right. So remember, 91's dropping out. You're going to fire the will. Again, who's the will? You got to find the strong side of the formation, right? Strong side's going to be left. I think the tight end actually comes over there in a second. Actually, 17 might be the tight end. Regardless, you've got a nickel 4-2-5 look here. Preston's going to drop out. So, again, what you're going to see is Edgerrin Cooper just get in here and get nasty and flood out the other side. Watch Gary rush right here. Okay? The inside is being replaced.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? He's working that inside in case Trevor tries to step up and run up the middle. You notice no quarterbacks have ran up the middle on us this year. Not one play can I think of where a quarterback has scrambled up the middle on us this year. That's not a coincidence with how our pass rush is not putting up gaudy sack numbers. I'm telling you.
Like Tommy Cutlets?
Thank you. I still have nightmares. Watch Cooper right here. I thought these just kind of got lucky. He punches us out. Watch.
It's like, no, here.
Yeah, swing.
That's like the reverse DB roll. You know how they get the arm around them when they're hitting crossers and then they punch out with their free hand? He said, all right, let me hold your waist and I'm going to try to knock that ball out.
Look at him being held, too. Look, there's the hold, and then I'll just fight through the hold.
Yeah,
and
look at Gary being held. Look.
Yeah.
He's being barreled. Unbelievable. Again, that right there, man, is just, you can't.
Beautiful. And again, that's not easy to do, man. Like I said, Trevor Lawrence is that's a big quarterback, man. That guy is a monster of a human being. So,
all because he wouldn't take the check down.
Yep.
Right here, you're thinking this offensive lineman's picking this ball up, right?
Heat seeker.
Look at Devontae close. Watch this hip check. Get on the ground, little boy. Look at that ankle up in the air. What a play, dude.
I told you, man, that's Clayton at the buffet line, man. Get out. That's my last. Give me that last piece of chicken, man. Come on.
You should have seen him fighting for the last chicken wing we had at the table, man. He was throwing elbows.
Playing no games with no chicken wings. Boy. Sorry. All right. That was, man, what a great play. That's probably the most important play of the game if I had to pick one. I'd say if you don't get that forced fumble down here this late in the game, yep. I mean, really what it means is Jacksonville goes down, scores later, you lose the ball game. That's just everything. That's a rookie linebacker making that play. And obviously Devontae Wyatt using that great RAS to close in on the ball too. All right, so here we are, fourth quarter, 14:06 left, second and go at Jacksonville's 3. This is the Willis to Tucker Kraft touchdown pass. Green Bay's leading 20-17 on this play. 12 pistol, strong right, twin left, RPRY bubble. All right, so what you got here is there's nothing on over here, okay? Nothing on. But I think that what this was supposed to be is RPR, run, pass, run option. I think it's engage, and he's kicking out. But also what you've got with Malik is a run, pass option here. Ball in the belly, and if he doesn't like what he sees here, then you can kick it out in the pass. You can hand it off to the running back, or you can keep it yourself and roll outside. So I think he decided real quick, we're just going to keep it here. And it's a great play call by Matt LaFleur, great play design. So you see right here, he's reading, he's looking at the hat count. Probably doesn't like these numbers down in here, right? And giving the ball off. So he's going to pull it real quick. And right here, this is the RPR that I'm talking about, run, pass, run option. This is what Michael Lombardi and others refer to as the 6-back offense. What that means is on every offensive play, you've got 5 offensive linemen, 1 quarterback, which leaves 5 what we call backs or receivers and backs. Those are 5 guys that you can get the ball to in the passing game, okay? Now, when you've got a mobile quarterback that can run an RPR, you now have 6 backs. Guys, that +1 is huge. It's absolutely huge. Emilio just talked about Tommy Cutlets, right, from last year. I'm telling you, that right there is a perfect example of you're not putting a hat on the quarterback. You got your guys rushing the quarterback, but there's not one person on that quarterback. So if you run a 6-back offense, you're always going to stay +1 in the hat count. And I think that's what he was looking at right here. Like, oh, you know what? They're just going to crash in.
That's what I love is either one of them could have scored. Like Malik could have tucked that ball and walked right in behind Tucker, but I just love the fact that he got the touchdown pass.
Yeah, Coach Lynn said option with Tucker. You imagine it's a read option, read option to a speed option with Tucker, like where you get the wing to come, circle back at the pitch, man. Yeah, come on now.
Look at that shot right there. Go back a frame or two. This play fake is everything, dude.
Look how long he waits to pull it, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then watch Jacobs after he pulls it. Watch Josh's left arm. He's selling it like I got the ball. I still got the ball.
Right there, yeah. And this is how good of a sell it is. Remember that number 1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker? Watch him. Oh God, I gotta go tackle this.
Yeah.
Right here, he's going, oh crap. Now we in trouble.
And it was a 2-way, too. We were in pistol there. So you had Josh Jacobs could go either side.
Yep. Look at Tucker Kraft here, man. I'm going to
kick up the dust on the toe drag, too. I love it.
Tucker Kraft, 327% Caucasian on this play. Watch him right here. Look at how uncoordinated is that, dude?
That's one of those where, like, if you do that,
something amazing.
Yeah. You do that awkward, crisscross and drag, and then you pull something. That was dumb. That was dumb.
He's got them number 11 Jordans on, though. Those are the.
That's probably the best part.
Gotta be the shoes, man.
Look where he's spiking the ball, and all of a sudden Ben Sims comes in 10 yards out, and just look what he
Prince.
He's so fun. I love this tight end room, man. Oh, it's awesome. So obviously that puts the Packers up big there. They go up now 27-17. Let's fast forward, fourth quarter, 14:06. Actually, the very next play, I believe. 1st and 10 play from their own 30. It's Jacksonville ball. This is LVN and Kenny Clark run stop here. On this first down, it's absolutely huge because it would lead to a 3rd and 11 which would end up being another big play. So these are two plays. This is why it's so important to stop the run on first down. This put them behind schedule, behind the sticks, and would force a third down play where they try to attack the seam. So it's a real simple nickel 4-2-5 cover 6 defense. You're seeing more and more cover 6 as we get through the year here. And what I want you to key in on, it's real simple. Watch the motor on LVN right here. Anyone who doesn't like LVN, you might want to go ahead and turn the show off, because I'm telling you, this right here is what he brings to the table. Watch him on this play and watch Kenny as well. But look at the motor on LVN going to come all the way across the formation and stop this run on first down. He's definitely a better run defender than he is a pass defender. Look at that. I mean, he ran by Kenny, over Kenny to get to the tackle. You're going to see it a lot better here in the end zone cam. Key in on LVN, who's in, some would call it a wide 9, others would call it a 7 tech. But watch him here. He's just, I mean, he totally locked into the football. They use a little bit of that zipper orbit, or the boomerang orbit, rather. Look, watch him closing on this running back.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And why was he able to do that?
Because Wilson's holding that edge, right?
That, and Trevor Lawrence wasn't a threat to run. So he just put his head down and took off.
Yep.
He said, right here, I'm going after the running back. I don't even care. Even if you throw that bubble, this dude is mine.
Yep.
I love how he just blew by Kenny. Kenny was going to blow it up too. And LVN, you see the burst, man, just torched him. So, again, that was on 1st and 10. So now you're behind schedule. Now let's fast forward 2 plays. Fourth quarter, 13-24 left. 3rd and 11 play from their own 29-yard line. So if you don't get that run stuff, and let's say they get 4 yards, this play probably never happens. So now when you've got a 3rd and 11 play, you got to attack down the field, right? You got to try to pick up this first down. You're down by 10 points. It's getting late in the game. So this is where they try to attack the seam. Play call is nickel 4-2-5, double mug, fire zone, Will Sugar, mock fire, 55, drop, Tampa 2. And Tampa 2 is from the Will backer. So let's identify the Will. There's your tight end. All right. So here are your 2 muggers. So it means this is your Will right here. So the Will is going to play Tampa 2. All right. So he's going to sugar a blitz there. We're running a fire zone 55 drop. So this time, 55, and Igbare, who's usually blitzing, is going to actually drop underneath. Okay, so he's going to play zone. The Will is going to sugar, but then he's going to pick up the number 2 or the 3 on this side that goes vert, and he's going to play Tampa 2. All right. Over here, you've got deep half. You see the 55 drop, and again, the fire zone is real simple. The strong side backer, or the mock in this case, is blitzing. Gary's blitzing. This guy's blitzing. He's blitzing. So 55 drop. You got him underneath. Bang, bang. So essentially what you've got is 3 guys underneath, 2 high shell in cover 2 zone, and you got Tampa 2 with the Will backer. In this case is Edgerrin Cooper. Watch Edgerrin Cooper. Not only does he get in here and mug the A-gap, he's going to fake the blitz and still get back. Look where his eyes go. He's looking for the 3 first. You see how he's looking in the backfield of the 3? Mm-hmm. And now he's going to try to pick up the 2. We got to get on our horse and go, boys. Watch this. Look how far behind he is right here.
25 yards.
Watch him close.
Here's the guy.
Bang, punch it out. Broken collarbone.
And you can't give up on that play, because he can cover grass as long as he wants, but he sees that the dude's starting to bend it inside.
Yep.
And just another, and this is Halfley at its best, simming the pressures.
Mm-hmm.
You think it's coming one way, it comes from somebody else. Somebody drops out that you thought was coming, and the line's in a fuss, and you got Cooper running down the field breaking up passes.
The athleticism for him to fake that rush too. Like, he didn't have to. He could have just bolted out of there on the snap.
Yes.
And to be able to get back like that is crazy. It's knowing in your head that, the receiver may get hands on the ball doesn't mean I'm going to let him come down with it. I mean, he just finished that play. It was beautiful. I mean, that was a catch. Let's be honest. That was a catch.
Absolutely.
Until Cooper got there and punched the ball out.
Yeah, like Doug says here, never saw a linebacker drop so deep, cover well, and punch out for a pass breakup. Me neither. And here's what's crazy. He is basically in man coverage on this guy. That's that Tampa 2, the 2 or the 3 going vert. If the 3 goes vert, that's top priority. If the 2 goes vert, then you pick up the 2. Like, this right here is man coverage.
Yep.
Right. If you were to tell me pre-snap, that's the guy he's in man coverage against, because that's essentially what Tampa 2 is, right? Yep. You're matching it. And watch how quick. Like, look how he falls. He even gives a jab step knowing, I've got time. I'm an elite freaking athlete, right? Look how far behind he is.
Yeah,
This
most
is-
linebackers would cheat a little pre-snap.
Yeah.
They may shade to that side a little. Not Cooper, man. He's faking a blitz and still catching up to you.
He just turns on the jets, and look, he knows I got to get to my spot right here. He's kind of feeling it out. All right, watching for the late hands. The ball could be to him.
Yep.
Wait. Bang, punch it out. Just phenomenal, dude.
Yeah.
We haven't had a backer like this in a long time, boys. I'm so freaking excited.
And Clay, if he had ran an out route or like a corner or something, Quay would have peeled off that, right? He would have just kept climbing and kind of just held him between the hash.
Cooper would have, yeah. You're right.
I'm sorry, yeah, Cooper would have.
Yeah, he would have just if they run an out route, now it's no longer match. He's flipping his hips back around and looking for work in the middle of it. Yeah,
and what was nice, you got you turned it into a possible 5-man route into a 3-man route because you simmed that pressure earlier.
Yep. And this is what you talk about with pressures versus sacks and blitzing all the time. If we send 5 or 6 here, I mean, there's no Edgerrin Cooper right there. That's a completion.
We need sacks. Let's play along here. We need sacks. Let's go back and let's just humor me for a second. We need sacks. So we're going to blitz both these guys. We're just going to bring the house, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is cover 2 zone. Guess what happens at the end of this? You can't look at him. Forget him. He's not in the play.
Yep.
That is butt naked through the freaking trailer park.
Yep. And we've seen this. We've seen this before. Saw it last year.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, man. And again, the thing that keeps sticking up in the Jeff Hapley offense or defense is Tampa 2 match. Yeah.
We didn't see any of that in Joe Barry's system, right? Did we see any Tampa 2 last year?
You see Tampa 2, but there wasn't a whole lot of that. Never did you see the Will Backer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fake a blitz and then get back. But let me ask you guys a question. Let's be fair to Joe Barry for a second. Does Devondre Campbell make that play?
Hell no.
Thank you. I'm just going to leave it there.
Maybe in 2017 or 18 he makes that play.
Maybe in junior high. I don't know.
Speed of the defense is determined by the linebackers.
But again, I don't want it to get washed out. And the reason we do, this is what happened and why did it happen? That first down run stuff was absolutely huge, man. Because that play doesn't even have – they probably go to something else in the Rolodex, right? So it's huge, man. So that would lead to a Jacksonville punt, which led to a Green Bay punt, which led to a Jacksonville field goal. So now it's 27-20. Green Bay punted again, and then Jacksonville scored a touchdown, which tied it up 27-27. All right. So now we're going to fast forward.
Can we do one quick question real quick?
Yeah.
Jay Cole in the chat said, I asked Baz this earlier. Do you think Cooper would have picked the ball off or could have picked the ball off if he turned his head? I think it's a great question because when you see this, that's what I'm thinking too initially. But what do you think? Like, if he turns his head here, he's beat for a completion, right?
Yeah, if he turns his head here too, like he was full sprint the whole time.
Yeah.
He has no – listen, this is a good – I know everybody likes to rag on Fabio, but this is a good ball. This is a good ball right here. Like when you miss, you're going to miss away from the backer here. I don't think there's any shot that Edgerrin Cooper picks that off. That's just me personally. And it'd be different if he was kind of loafing, covered, right. Like, all right, is he going to break it off? But he was full sprint the whole time because he did that jab step, that sugar blitz, right? Or blitz sugar, I should say, and then dropping out. I don't think he could have gotten to it. I love that it's not even on his mind either. He knows the down and this is third down. Just incompletion. Don't try to do too much. That punch right there is just wild.
Man, that's everything, dude.
If he lands with 2 feet on the ground and catches the ball, that's fine. I'm just going to punch the ball out and keep going.
Yep. He's got to complete the catch. It's one thing to get hands on it. It's another thing to complete it.
He's probably running 19 miles an hour, and this is going so fast, right?
Yeah.
And to be able to have the body control to go, I'm going to punch that thing right there. That's crazy. Crazy. Elite. And look at poor Javon Bullard. I thought that was X last night, but it was Bull. Look at it right there.
Fighting for his life, trying to get out of the way.
That's a scorpion there.
And poor Kirk, man, that was a tough hit.
It was collarbone, right?
Yeah, I would imagine it was a clavicle. Yeah, it was,
I thought they said it was. I thought they said it was collarbone. Once I saw him go down, that's the first thing I texted you guys. It didn't look like shoulder the way he was grabbing it.
Yeah, that was the turf though. I don't think that was Coop.
No,
you're
That was
right.
him hitting the ground for sure.
That was him sacrificing his body to do whatever he could to try to make that catch. I mean, you got to tip the cap. It's just a tough break for them. But all right, so you guys remember what we talked about earlier, right? The play that we married up. First of all, the play call earlier, this is what you had on this play. Remember, Jaden Reed kind of chipped, and he went out here and sat down, and we ran a boot left, right? Or a boot right, I'm sorry, a boot right play. So remember, that play happened earlier where Malik Willis scrambled. Jason Vrabel went to Matt LaFleur and said, hey, coach, that play we talked about on Tuesday, it's there. And here's what he's talking about. He's talking about a dragon wheel, all right? And what they're looking for, the signal they're looking for, is Malik to see this strong side safety, strong rotation, him rotate down in the box, okay? They don't get the rotation, and the play call that's on is 11 ace, dub nasty, strong left, 21 slice, and there's going to be a 24 cutback. All right, so what we're going to have here with this slice play is the tight end Tucker Kraft's going to come over, and he's going to sift block. Everyone else is blocking down, okay? So everyone else is zone left blocking, all right? Zone left, and Tucker's cutting across. The reason they call it split flow or split zone or slice is you're slicing the play in middle. You're in the middle of the play. What you're doing is you got everybody blocking zone left. You got a guy. You're going to leave him unblocked and let the tight end pick him up so everyone else can gain a half a hat on this side of the blocking scheme. And now it's on the running back to decide, do I just take this thing and run zone left, or do I follow the slice because everybody rushes to this side and just cut back off that side? Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So they came out here. The safety did not rotate. And this is what LaFleur was talking about. They called this play, and the can was the passing play that you see here in a minute from the 51-yarder. So they come to the line with 21 slice, okay, which is essentially 2 is the running back, 1 is a gap left, okay, is where it was designed to go. You come out in 21 slice. If they get that strong rotation, we're cannon to the pass play. You didn't get the strong rotation, so you got to stick with the play. What Matt was talking about is they end up getting a nickel fire. This guy's going to blitz on that side, okay? So here we go. We're going to snap it. You see Malik's giving them time. So he's like, all right, we don't have the look we want. Let's just stick with the split flow here. Don't try to do too much. Take what they give you. Hand it off. There's a sift block. Great job by Tucker. Look at our boy. I'm telling you, man. Trayvon Walker had a rough day. Like, seriously. Great block there by Tucker Kraft. And again, you didn't get the look you want, so let's just go out here and gain 4 yards, right? Let's live to play another down. All right.
So do we add backup right tackle to Tuck Norris's resume now?
Seriously. It's a great look at it. Watch Tucker. He's going to go hunting right here, man. So again, 33 is telling him, hey, you're nickel fired, right? Here we go. Tucker takes him out. Jacob says, like, excuse me, sir, you're going to have to get out of the way. I got to get through here. Thank you. Oh, excuse me. All right. So again, that was the play. Now, very next play, we caught it kind of late. Look what we're doing here, guys. We're calling a can. All right. So why did we call can? Strong rotation. They came out after Vrabel said, hey, it's going to be there. All right. They came out. They didn't get strong rotation. Instead, it was weak nickel fire. So now they come to the line. They say, call it again. Call it again until we get that look. We just got 4 or 5 yards. Let's run it again. Go no huddle. Run it again. Again, there's like a minute 13 left in the game, something like that. Mm-hmm. So now you come out. You get the strong rotation, and now watch what we go to here. All right, so it was 11 ace, dub nasty, strong left, 21 slice. We're going to go can. All right, play action, Z pick climb, Y safe, F dragon wheel, X corner, T leak is going to be the play that they can to.
Do you remember if Jaden Reed motioned into that spot or if he started there?
Every time.
Every time he did motion. Okay, I was thinking about that earlier when I was listening to you break, talking about it from yesterday. I meant to ask you that. Cool.
All 3 plays looked exactly the same. He started, our boy Jaden Reed started out here, and he just motions over and kind of lines up almost in that tight end position, right?
And what we came back to is 2 quarters later.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's wild. It just I love how Matt lit up when they asked him to. He grinned like, "Oh, I can't wait to explain this," because it's important, man. Like people, they think that the game is just run it down ball. What are we doing here? It's like there's so much to it. I used to be that knucklehead. So let's talk about what the play they canned into. Z pick climb is huge. So what Christian's going to do here is he's going to run a climb route, okay? And it's just kind of like a crosser, like a mid crosser. But what he's looking to do, now that he knows they can to it, the play design, I'm going to do it in blue, is to get Jaden Reed on this dragon wheel, all right? Now, Christian knows that. I want you to watch Christian take two and I think three defenders with him. He's going to rub the guy that's supposed to cover Jaden Reed on this play, all right? We'll go back to the red for everything else. We got Jaden Reed's where the ball's going. We'll keep it in blue. So, again, that's Z pick climb. He's looking to pick a couple defenders off on the climb. Do it in a way that's not illegal. You have right to the space just like they do. I'm going to run my route and just kind of get in their way a little bit, okay? You got the F dragon wheel that's in the blue there. X corner is real simple. They got Romeo Dobbs up here just kind of working a little corner route up top so you get two levels. And, again, we booted off of this earlier. And where were we looking? We were looking for a play at one of these two guys right here. Well, now you've put this on tape, and this guy has stayed shallow both times in the pass and the run. Well, now he's going to turn that into a dragon wheel there, right? So, again, you got that. And then the T-leak stab is real simple. On the play fake, what you're going to have the running back do is he's just going to kind of sneak through the line, and he'll just kind of sit here in like a little stab route in case you need a safety valve. But, again, cannon out of it. Please watch Christian Watson. For all the Christian Watson haters, go to bed. You don't want to see this. All right. Watch how he opens this up for Jaden Reed. Look, initiates contact there. Notice how he put the arm out. He wasn't trying to get around that guy. He's literally putting his arm out. Now, watch this.
5 yards, right? You got
look at this.
Right.
Look, takes the second guy. Now, in the meantime, Jaden Reed's got to be seeing this go, oh, my God, this is off to the races. Like, he's seeing this right here, right? And watch. Christian Watson just go, okay. Now, this guy's flat-footed because of what Watson just did.
Yep.
And it's a ball game.
And look at every box defender they have is completely confused right now.
Yep.
All four of them. They're just they're out of the play. In the middle of the field, they're out of the play already. Now,
check this out. Remember post-game, I said, were they running a screen pass to Rasheed Walker because the GPS tracking had him way out there? You know why they were way out there, Emilio? Because it was split flow. They were marrying up the run to the pass, and they're showing split flow. And these guys are getting way out here to create that separation for the slice play, right? Now, what's crazy is on this play, one thing we did include it. Why safe, and it's a sift. So remember on the earlier play, Tucker Kraft sifted over and hit the flat. Well, now he knows on the sideline they got together because Jason Vrabel said it, right? Bring it to their attention. Listen, when we run this time, you got to stay in and block because we're trying to get the ball to Jaden, right? So watch Tucker Kraft on this play this time. He's going to settle in here, and I'm telling you, that is Trayvon Walker that he's pass blocking.
He can block. I mean, people were saying that LVN got beat up by a tight end. We're not talking about Trayvon Walker.
No, you're not allowed.
You know what I'm saying?
Not allowed. Yeah, this is what's hilarious. Again, man, Christian Watson is the reason this dude. Watch the guy that's supposed to be covering Jaden Reed. Watch where he ends up. I'm just going to lay down and act like I got hurt. Yeah, my boy. That is Jaden Reed's guy right there.
Yeah.
Perfect freaking play call, man.
Can we just talk about Malik Willis delivering this ball like he's done it 400,000 times? Even
couldn't have threw it any better. Couldn't have threw it any better, man.
We know he doesn't get that many reps. This is just so impressive.
And poor 23 here on the defense gets just turned. I mean, just put in a blender. He's over here. Okay, I got this. Oh no, wait, I gotta go over here.
I didn't even notice it. Look at 23 in the middle.
Yeah, he did a total 360.
He said, "No, we're running left. No, wait, it's a pass.
Here. What are we doing? Watch it. All right, we're going left.
Run.
Look at Josh Jacobs is trying to look for someone to block, and he can't even block him because he's on the play.
Look at 99. Who the hell is that? Fred Warner out there? What's he doing?
Oh my gosh!
Covering the flats right there.
Yeah, this is the definition of they didn't know whether to crap or go blind, so they closed one eye and farted. Look at this. Look at the rollout, and again, watch the ball, watch the delivery from Malik Willis, like Tim's talking about.
Look at
little pat too,
little pat, little flick. No
can't
big deal.
throw it any better.
Nope. Leads the receiver in stride.
He's like, I had so much time I could pat the ball. I mean, I get yelled at for patting because you're losing a half a second on your throwing motion, but he had that much time.
You know where it was? It was on the play action fake. That's what bought him that time. He sold that handoff hardcore, and just spun out and had all day.
All right, I need a favor, Tim. Can you get a screen grab ready to pop up? Because I'm going to play something. I hope this is okay. Hope we don't get in any trouble here, but I've got to play it. All right, I got to.
All right, we'll go with Suge Hafley and Tupac LaFleur here.
Oh, I like it. All right, so this play call on the screen here. Keep this in mind. 11 ace, dub nasty, strong right, Z wing, 22 Rolodex. All right, I'm gonna drop this down. We'll come back to it. You got it up. All right, thank you, Tim. I just want you guys to be able to hear this. Okay, this is Bill Belichick and Matt Patricia talking about this specific play right here. Not with the Packers. This was released last week on their podcast. Okay, Matt Patricia and Bill Belichick, obviously the greatest head coach in the history of the National Football League. All right. There were people that kept saying last week, you got to score that touchdown. Why didn't you score that touchdown? When old boy lays down. Let me draw this out for you real quick.
Oh boy, you mean that rookie practice squad running back that
Exactly.
had the wherewithal to lay down in a crucial moment of the game? I love it.
So here we go. It's about a minute long, minute 47 long. Listen to Bill Belichick explain the situation.
Coach, we're going to talk situational football, kind of a unique situation here. One we call Rolex. Has to do with time left on the clocks and the value of that time. Rolex, a one-word situation for us to communicate to everybody what's going on.
Yeah, a very unusual situation, but it does come up from time to time. And really, this is a situation where the defense allows the offense to score. The idea is that the defense doesn't allow them to score. They're going to get beat on a short field goal at the end of the game. And rather than do that, they'll let the offense score so they'll have a chance to have some time and come back and score a touchdown after they've allowed the offense to score. So this would only be at the end of the game in situations like this. And defensively, the strategy is to let the ball carrier score or push them into the end zone and help them score so that you'll get the ball back and have a chance to answer that score. But good awareness to this situation is to go down and get the ball on the 1 yard line and not score and end the game with the clock running out or kicking the winning field goal with the clock running out rather than giving the opponent a chance to come back.
Yeah, hard situation that can come up in really a couple different ways. Offensively, you have to know when you're going from like 2 minutes to almost 4 minutes, and that clock, you want to just kind of run it out and score last. Defensively, if there's a turnover, special teams, if there's a turnover where you got to go down before you score, it's really counterintuitive to what normally you would do, right? Get the ball and just try to score. It's what everybody wants to do. But in that situation, the smarter play is actually to go down. There's some nuances to that play of tricking the offense and not letting the bells and whistles go off that, hey, wait, they're letting me score before those guys get down.
Yeah, that's why we term it.
Listen right here.
Rolex is just to identify what the situation is. But there are a lot of different circumstances that could play into it. The Super Bowl situation.
All right. So what he's saying is it's not an offensive call. It's not a defensive call. It's a situational aspect of the game that they refer to as Rolex. So if they're on defense and they call Rolex, they're saying, all right, Rolex, the play is if we're on defense, your defense is out there. Let's put ourselves in Jacksonville's position. They're going to go Rolex. That means let them score so we can get the ball back and have a shot to go down.
If you're running my offense, it's Timex. No Rolex.
Running my offense, it's Iron Man from the 9. You remember those Iron Man watches you get? Anyway, so that's why it's known as Rolex, right? On both sides of the ball. So on offense, you call Rolex because you're basically telling your offense, hey, listen, go down, do not score. Make sure you don't score so we can run this down and kick a last-second field goal, okay? So I just wanted to point that out. Again, I was watching the show last week, and then when this play happened, I immediately went, holy cow, I got to pull that audio because I heard Belichick talking about this last week. So let's go back to the tape now. Again, here's the play call. 11 ace, dub nasty, strong right, Z wing, 22 Rolex. All right, so 22 obviously is your halfback getting the ball in the 2 gap, which is A gap right. Okay, even numbers to the right. And watch what this undrafted free agent Chris Brooks does here. Give him the ball, play calls Rolex, picks up the first down, lay down.
Yep. I mean, as soon as he hit the 5 yard line, he was clutching that ball, protecting and going down.
Yep. And
he had every opportunity to lower the sholdder and try and get in the end zone there.
Yep. And it sounds so simple and so stupid. That's your ball game. You pick up the first down. They don't have enough timeouts to stop the clock. Now you run the clock down. You kick the game-winning field goal.
That's right.
That is called FBI. That's called a coaching staff being prepared for every situation.
Chris Brooks said, "My rollie don't TikTok, it just glide." It's from a song, Clayton. It'll be all right. I'll show it to you later.
Pretty damn good run blocking there for a change from our O line. We'll take that.
It's from a song, Clayton.
It is. I'll show it to you. Keep staring at it, and you might go blind.
So here we are, Money McManus, final play, the game-winning field goal.
Look at that snap.
Look at
that
Tucker.
Boy, Matt Orzich.
How fired up Tucker is, man. Tucker's a spark plug for this team, dude. There's no two ways about it.
I love it.
Let's see the snap and hold, like Tim said. Let's go really slow here, 25%.
It's a pretty snap right here. It's right on the money.
I thought we were supposed to cut it.
Bam.
Oh, dude, that's why you got a 73 PFF. Look at that thing. It was a dart.
Look at Tucker. I want to say this, too. There's been no kicks blocked since Tucker became that blindside protector.
That's true.
Last year, was it last year it was Josiah DeWar? It was.
Yeah.
Oh, man. When he was blocking ghosts. Yeah.
Rough.
We saw Josiah in that game there. He had a couple of rough plays, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why they're former Packers, right?
Look at all the Packer fans down here, guys. Look at all the hands up.
I love it.
Yeah, you heard that one dude that called into After Dark. He was talking. He was like, "Yeah, I was just at the game." He said, "I got to put some pictures up on Twitter, but man, it was like a C took over. It's like what we felt at Tennessee, man."
Yeah,
that's awesome.
All right, that's Chalk Talk. That was a fun one, man. Packers win 30-27. Parting thoughts, gentlemen. I know we went over a little bit, but I think we all learned a little something.
Absolutely, I know I did for sure, especially on some of those defensive looks that we saw, especially the Tampa 2 look with Edge Cooper, just seeing things away from the ball, like we always read about in our book, right? Pat Kerwin, take your eye off the ball. Shameless plug, but no, always learn something. And this defense has got to show up in a big way as we transfer out of Chalk Talk into Detroit Lions week here and prepping for this game because Jay Love going, Malik Willis going, whoever the quarterback is, I've got confidence in this offense to be able to move the ball against Detroit. But our defense, there you go, right there. I love it. Our defense is going to be the X factor in this game because, I'm not intimidated by Detroit, but I will tell you their offense is humming. And we got to play mistake-free football on Sunday to get a dub. I'm convinced of it. So, long as we put points on the board, like I know we're capable of doing, and our defense holds strong, I think we have just as good a chance as any team to beat Detroit here on Sunday. Absolutely. At home.
Yeah, got some serious momentum, Emilio. Serious momentum.
That's it. It's true. All I was going to say was I just want to rolly with a dab of ranch. That's it. And my man Chris Brooks, he gave it to us. He brought that dub home, and I know it was a hard fought. I know we should have smoked them because they were the Jags, but it's any given Sunday. It's a week by week league. That's how we got to take it. Is week by week. Right now, our record 0-0. Just go out, play the Lions, whatever it is. Get healthy through the bye, and then come out and just make a run to the playoffs.
Definitely. Mike Berry said, great show. Gentlemen, go Pack, go. Appreciate you, Mike. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. This is a lot of fun. I love this. All right, here's the ultimate compliment. Greg Rice said, this show didn't suck. Try harder next time. Thank you, Greg. We will do our best.
First time for everything, right? I figured it out, Clayton. I figured out what Tucker's got in those barrels there as he's driving the forklift here in this shot.
What we got here?
I think those are pallets of yak yards. That's what that is. Those are big old 50-gallon drum barrels of yak yards right there, and LaFleur's telling him where to go with it.
We need to do a little Photoshop and have a banner hanging on it that just says yak back there. Right? Yeah, I thought you were going to say this, like respect oranges. Just put that Gatorade anywhere.
We're going to put that Gatorade right over Matty LaFleur after we hoist Lombardi. That's where that Gatorade.
There you go.
Let's go. United Base says Emilio with the bars. Emilio.
Appreciate it, babes. I'll show them the song once we get off here. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Throw your rollies in the sky. Wave them side to side.
All right, that's it. The show sucks now. We're out. Appreciate everybody. That right there is the vision I got of Tim. As he was
Guajira Guantanamera.
Party foul, man. Yeah, there you go. All right, that's it. Now it sucks. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. We appreciate you. We will see you tomorrow for PTA Live as we'll start to dive into the injury report. And Emilio, act professional, sir.
That's me. Don't blame it on him. That's me.
We'll start to dive into the injury report, and we'll start to look a little bit ahead to the Lions and kind of see, all right, what are they doing well? Everything. They're doing everything well. We'll just go ahead and teaser there, right? Or spoiler, I should say. Again, thanks to everyone who voted for the PTA Players of the Week, as Josh Jacobs and Edrin Cooper won it there for Week 8. We'll do it again next week, win or lose. Kind of talk about the players that performed at the highest level for the Packers. Gentlemen, thank y'all. This was fun. Appreciate y'all.
Thank
All
you.
right, help me out, Tim.
For those of you listening on the pod,
thank you for making us part of your day. As always, let's go out and be the change we want to see in the world, and go Pack Go. Also, thank you to Jarrell Lee for the super chat. You are the man. Goodbye.